Good evening, listener. Tonight, I offer you a tale stitched from silence, soaked in sea mist, and plucked from the edge of the underworld. You may have heard the legend of Hoichi, the earless, the blind Biwa priest whose music touched the hearts of ghosts. But this version is not for children. This is not the tale told at summer festivals. This version is older, darker, and once you hear it, you may begin to hear the dead too. So find a quiet place, dim the lights, and prepare yourself. This is The Strings of the Dead, Narración. The village of Shiranami lies along a gray shore, where no fish swim, and the waves sound more like breathing than water. They say the sea there never rests. Centuries ago, thousands died on that shore cut down by Blade. Drowned beneath blood-black tides, the sea remembers, and sometimes it whispers. A small temple still stands on the cliffs above, and into this temple came a man named Hoichi. He was blind, but not helpless. A master of the biwa, the stringed instrument once played in the courts of emperors. He was quiet, gentle, and alone. He played each night before the altar. The villagers left rice and coins and salt for him. They warned him never to go down to the shore after dark. He nodded. He understood, but the dead did not care. It began on a windless night. The temple bell had just rung midnight when he felt it, an absence of sound. No insects, no waves, just stillness. Then came the footsteps, soft, bare, and very, very slow. A voice spoke. "You are the one who plays. Come, our Lord commands it." Hoichi felt cold fingers on his wrist. Not pulling, guiding. He stood and followed. They walked for what felt like hours, down the stone path, through the bamboo, into the mist, and then the sound of a court, rustling silk, murmurs, the low beat of war drums. "Play," the voice said. And so he played. He played of heroes and death, of loyalty and ruin, of the battle that had once drowned this shore in blood. When he finished, silence fell again. Then applause. Dozens, no, hundreds of hands clapping softly. He was led back to the temple. He did not sleep. The next night, it happened again. And the next. Each time he played longer. And each time the presence of the dead grew stronger. His fingertips bled. His voice cracked. He stopped eating, but his body did not weaken. The priest noticed. He asked questions. Hoichi said nothing, until the fourth night when the priest found him missing. He followed the faint sound of music down to the shore. There, in the blackness, he saw Hoichi sitting in the surface biwa, held high, surrounded by shadows with no faces. The priest screamed. The shadows scattered. They carried Hoichi back to the temple, poured salt around him, began to chant. When Hoichi awoke, the priest said only this: "They want you, and they cannot have you, so we will hide you." He covered Hoichi's body with holy writing, ink on arms, chest, back, all except his ears. They ran out of ink, and the dead are nothing if not thorough. That night they came. The temple shook. The candles blew out. A hand passed through the wall and found his ear. Just one, and tore it off. Hoichi did not scream. He never screamed. And when the priest found him the next morning, covered in blood, he simply said, "They missed the ear." From then on, the dead no longer came. But neither did sleep. Hoichi continued to play, but never for the living, only for memories, only for shadows, and they still listen. If you walk the shore of Shiranami on a night with no moon, you may hear the biwa. It will come from the sea, and the waves will sound like breathing. Closing message for narrator. You've heard the music now, and some say that once you hear it, the strings never quite leave you. If you wake tonight with ringing in your ears, don't worry. It's only the sound of the tide, or perhaps it's someone tuning their biwa. Thank you for listening to tonight's tale. If it stirred your imagination or sent a shiver down your spine, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who still thinks ghosts are just stories. Until next time, sleep with both ears covered.